Oh boy, what time is it? Good afternoon, guys. It's KL Belvin. And as if you didn't know, that comes up on your screen. Just want to say good afternoon. I'm getting ready to get into the gym. I got to get a workout on, get this hour in. But I wanted to talk about today real quick is you need to share your thoughts, not your plans. I think too often we get comfortable with social media and other social formats and Facebook and other things, whatever you may be a part of. And we tend to share so much. And of course, here on Scope, we tend to share so much because we want people to connect to us for whatever reason, whether for personal reasons, professional reasons, business reasons, whatever. We tend to feel we need to share a ridiculous amount of information, and we tend to get absorbed into these formats and we forget you may not have a clue who you're speaking to. You may not have a clue who you're connecting with. So share your thoughts, yes. Share what you're thinking. Share what your thoughts are on subject matters of whatever. But your personal plans, your business plans, things that are close to your heart, the plans that you know need to be in place for you to elevate to whatever level you're trying to get to, hold those close. Keep those locked up. You know, companies have disclosure agreements when you're involved in certain aspects of their planning because they don't even want you to talk about it before they're ready to release it. Your plans may require you to stay so focused that you don't need the distractions. That's another reason why you don't need to share your plans. Also, you don't want your plans taken from you and someone else beat you to an idea that you had because you gave it to them. And that happens often, and don't act like it doesn't. And as an author, it happens all the time. I sit with other authors and I listen to other authors and I talk, and I will hear authors laying out the whole idea of their next book. And I might say, have you started writing the book yet? No, this is what I'm planning on doing. Hello, how we doing? Is that Honey It's Money? Okay, hello, how are we? And if I said that wrong, I apologize. And you may be giving another author all that they need, and the fact that they know that your book is not written, they're going to figure, let me get it down. Now, some people say, I don't care. You know, what's for me, God has for me, and I'm not worried about what somebody else does. And I respect that. Listen, I'm a man of God myself. But at the same time, we have to be smart. We have to be diligent. And even the Lord tells us to act with discernment. And not everybody who's with you is with you or for you. So don't get it twisted. I tend to see a lot of people call the people that are following them friends. Well, I got a big issue with that friend word to begin with because we tend to throw that label around so often with this is my friend, that's my friend, these are my friends. And as an educator who works with teenagers, I see so many who start off friends on Monday and they're beating each other to death by Wednesday. And I got to try to figure out a way to solve this problem because I'm a dean of students as well as a teacher in the classroom. So friends, that's a very subjective term. You got to be careful, especially in a medium like this. Share your thoughts. Let people know what you think about things. But you don't have to let your plans out. Yes, the Lord says speak it into existence. He didn't say speak it to everybody. He didn't say give it to everybody. Sit down and figure out how are you going to make your plan work? How is your plan of action going to benefit you? What steps are needed to make this plan viable? What are the possible missteps? What are the possible errors? What are the possible things that could come about? And then how do I now keep myself focused on my plan? Now, if I need some conversation about something, if I have thoughts on something, I share that. You come on here, ask a question. Hey, I was thinking, how do you get over dealing with this? And how do you come up with this? And you still haven't given away your plan. So you have to be mindful of the communication that you put out about yourself. My wife and I was on the road last week, and we were in a hotel watching Catfish. I don't watch regular television. I really can't. The foolishness that's on hurts my brain. I'd rather just listen to music, read a book, or sports, or whatever it is. I just can't watch regular television. Anyway, the young lady said the woman she had been speaking to, dating. So then I stopped for a second. I asked my wife, did she just say she was dating someone she had never met? My wife said, yes, that's like the premise of the show. You know, you get catfish, you're getting fooled into whoever you might be talking to. So I said, okay, wait a minute. How does a person allow another person that they've never met to take control of their lives? Because they gave so much of themselves to someone that they didn't know. That don't make sense to me. Your plans, who you are, what you're focusing on, what you're trying to get to, if you have it written, if you have it documented, if you have it burned inside your head, keep that close. But if you want to share your thoughts, you want to talk about things, have great discussions. I think the NWA discussion has been fantastic all over the country. Fine, jump in on that. But your plans, your ideas, do you know that there are chefs who keep their ideas under lock and key? Chefs who their recipes they don't even tell you what's in certain things that they're cooking with at the time they're cooking. Some chefs have all different type of labels because they don't want you to see anything that they're dealing with. And this is because they're trying to stay focused on their business to make sure that their business is doing well, and they don't want the idea stolen so somebody can take from them. And we really need to be mindful of that, especially here on Periscope. Don't get it twisted that the hearts and everything else that you get is someone in love with you and loving everything that you say. Some people might be tapping the hearts because they're bored. I don't worry about any of that. If I have an idea about something I want to share, I'm going to share it, and I don't stress. But I'm not going to give you all of my plans because I got to do them I got to get it done. And I just don't want to see that something that I was planning or some idea that I had, someone else has ran with and already put into completion, and I'm on the outside looking in because I ran off with the mouth. And I've had that happen, and I know others that have had that happen too, where you were talking to somebody and the person seemed like they were all about whatever, and now your idea is in place and you had that idea first. So to anybody watching, I hope that this has helped in some way, somehow. I'm about to head on in here to Planet Fitness. Let me see if I can. There we go. Across the street there is Planet Fitness. Sometimes I sit here and I debate with myself if I'm actually going to walk in the gym. I say it all the time, but then I take my behind in there because it's about being healthy. That's a whole nother scope for another day with fighting to do what you know is right when it comes to your health. I hear a lot of people complain about it. There is no easy way. Just get it done. It's rough, but you know what? You didn't get to the size or whatever that you was overnight. You're not going to get small overnight. So just take your time, and slow and steady wins the race, as they say. So switch that back. So again, guys, I really do hope that this has been helpful. And just like I said, take a minute, have a discussion, share your thoughts. Do not share all your plans. So I want to set that with you. This has been KL Belvin, and I still have not forgot. I'll be on soon talking about the church stuff too. I want to have that scope soon also. Take care. God bless.